Hey there, today we'll be doing this question that appeared in Leetcode weekly contest 327 5350 maximal square score after applying key operations. And the given question statement is you are given a zero indexed integer array nums and an integer k. You have a starting score of 0 and we can choose any index I from nums.length, increase our score by nums of I and replace nums of I by ceil of nums of I by 3, and we need to return the maximum score possible after applying exactly k operations. So how do we go about doing this question? So let's first understand the question statement properly here. So they have given some values in your nums array, and all you have to do is you just have to pick any element. Okay, after that picking, you just add it to your scope, and after you have added it to scope, you just reduce your value to 10 by 3, your number by 3, and this will come up to be 3.33 something like this. So after you have gotten this, so you will be having to take the ceil value, and ceil value says whatever's after point you just increase it by 1. Fine. So that is how ceil value is taken. Now how do we go about doing this question? So first of all, we need to take all the greater numbers, right? And we have some limited amount of operations. Now you must be thinking that whenever I'm having some values from the nums array, I'll just sort it, and after that I'll take the largest number from there. So if we just take this example, it will be a better one. So let's just take this example right here in a sorted manner. So this should be your first go-to approach on trying to solve this problem. After that, we'll be coming on to the optimized one. So k is equals to 3. So your first approach might be that, okay, we'll be taking the sorted array in the decreasing fashion, and we'll be taking the largest element here, and we can just add it to our score right now, and our key decreases from 3 to 2 right now. So we have two operations left, and since we have already taken this, we will just decrease it now, and we'll insert it again back. Okay, and after inserting it, how are we inserting it? We are making sure we are dividing it by 3 as set to us in the question, and taking the ceil value of it, and we are inserting it into our array. Now after inserting it, you have inserted it, that is perfectly fine. You also have to delete this number right here, and also you have to sort it again, right, which will be a tedious task to do, and it will be taking a lot of computations, and which will eventually give you a TLE. So how do we go about doing this? So we are needing always the maximum value at the top of it, and in a decreasing sorted fashion. So there's a data structure that is priority queue. To rephrase it, we'll be using a max priority queue in order to do it. And what does max priority queue do? It always keeps the largest value on top of your queue. Fine. So that is what the priority queue, max priority queue, will be doing for us, right? So let's just go through this example right here, and we'll be good to go through the code part as well. So this is your value, and you have been given k is equals to 3. Fine. So what do we do? At first we insert everything into our priority queue. Fine. And the priority queue will be having the elements in this fashion. At first you are seeing that, okay, 10 is at the top, I just add it into my value. That is perfectly fine. Now into your priority queue, you have already used 10. Now you need to insert 10 by 3 into your priority queue. So after you insert, you'll see that you got a 4. Now since 4 is larger than everyone, it will automatically, internally, it will just make sure that 4 goes to the top, and it is there. So for the next time when your k is value equals to 2, you take the fourth one, okay, the value 4 right here, and you add it to your answer. After this, you'll be getting 4 by 3, which will and if you take the ceil value, it will come out to be 2. So then 2 will be stationed somewhere right here. Fine. So this is where 2 will be in your priority queue. Now you have been using your keys value and you are left with just one more operation. So at last you just take 3 and you add it to your answer, so which will give you 17 as your end result, and which is your answer that you wanted as well. Fine. So this is the whole walkthrough of the process that we are going to look up in the code part, and it will actually pass because prior to queue the insertion is login. The process that we are taking is login while inserting also, and while taking out is O of 1. But again we need to internally, the code actually internally rebalances the priority queue accordingly, and which takes login time. Fine. So we'll be coming on to the code part. So I've taken long since our answer can be in long, it can be very huge, so that is why we'll be taking long type. Sorry about that. And we'll be declaring a priority queue, max priority queue, and this is the syntax for it. As said, we'll be inserting everything into our priority queue at first. After that, we are just going to take out top k elements, and we are making sure that every time we take out one element, we decrease the value by k, and we add it to our answer. After that, what are we doing? We just simply putting in to the priority queue the sealed value of it by 3. And what is this it by 3? As mentioned in the question, every time we take out a value, we need to replace, or we put nums of I by 3 into our priority queue. Fine. So they have mentioned it in the question. So that is what we are doing, and at the end of the day we just return the answer. And this is the whole code walkthrough of this, and if you submit it, you'll be getting an AC. I've already done it, so regardless of that, that is why I'm not resubmitting it again. And this is the whole code walkthrough, and if you do want the code, it will be linked into the description. You can check it out from there as well. And if you did understand the whole walkthrough and the explanation, please do like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for